Spouses Junyoung Park and Kyung Ali versus Honorable Rico Sebastian D. Liwanag. Facts. This case is about adoption proceedings filed by an American couple involving a child who was sold by her biological mother in exchange for transportation fare. Spouses Park and Lee are American citizens residing in the Philippines, and they filed a petition for adoption. They were given care and custody of her through a pre-adoption placement authority by the DSWD. Makati RTC Branch 136 found that since petitioners are both foreigners, the case presented a proper case of inter-country adoption, instead of considering said petition as being appropriately filed under Domestic Adoption Act of 1998. Petitioners filed a motion for reconsideration in the RTC and a second motion for reconsideration, but were both denied. The Court of Appeals denied the same for being filed out of time. The petitioners elevated their case to the SC and argued that, contrary to the RTC's pronouncement, their case is not appropriate for inter-country adoption because Inter-Country Adoption Act of 1995 applies to aliens who permanently reside abroad. The issue of the case. Whether or not petition for adoption was appropriately filed under the Domestic Adoption Act in order for the appropriate family court or RTC to take cognizance. Ruling. Yes, we hold that since the case properly falls under the Domestic Adoption Act, it is for the best interest of the child that the instant case be speedily disposed by continuing the proceedings in the trial court for the determination of whether petitioners are indeed qualified to adopt, instead of inappropriately referring the instant domestic adoption case to the ICAB, where the proceedings may have to start anew and might be referred back to the trial court for the continuation of the domestic adoption proceedings. Settled is the rule that in adoption proceedings, the welfare of the child is of paramount interest.